I want to be.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Right, here goes!
Engaging!
Instant!
Rising! I'm going in!
Bring him down!
Be still!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Rising Phoenix!
Glacial Spear!
Swallow dance!
Freeze!
Don't get complacent.
Out of our way!
For my lord!
Where are you going? Sleep now!
Denied!
This way! You think that shield will save you?
Away! Rising Falcon! Lightning Thrust! Its armor too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Do it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Got it! I won't forgive you!
Ferocious Fury! Not today! Be
Annihilation!
still!
Mega
You're
Ray!
on!
May a thousand
You're
These
mine!
ones can run rings around us!
Slash! Rising Wyvern! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Mega Ray!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back!
I'll trip it up.
Photon Flash!
Now I'm in the groove!
Mega
Mirage!
Corruption!
Dazzle!
Blue, do it!
Vigil!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Out of our way!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Rising Tear! Rising Falcon! Nice!
Here's a
Rising
healing arc!
Wyvern!
No shield can stand up to these ships! Eagle now in the groove!
Severing Wing! Searing Gale! Joy! In an instant! Impact Block!
With this, I can become even stronger! Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. Lightning Weapon! Mirage! Lightning Thrust!
Now! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Go no further!
I'm on. You're a damn it,
Do it!
Mirage! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hands in the wind! One more! Sleep now!
Be still!
Leave the chargers to me!
Lightning orb!
Rising
Where
Weapon!
that came from! Lightning
Be still!
contest!
Mirage! Be still!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Am I on a rope? Or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's on!
Now you'll learn!
Where are you going?
Freaking done!
Dragon Swarm!
Not in your dreams!
Damn it, Fennec!
A showdown between Blade and Fist!
Thousand Gales!
Mirage!
Now you see what I can do!
Try this! Infernal Torrent!
You're done!
The enemy heals ours too!
We'll soon see about that!
Phoenix!
Water! Here
Mirage!
You see what happened there as you crossed me?
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging
Swallow
Cascade!
Dance!
Rising Weapon!
Eagle Assault!
Seems about right to me.
No
Here's a
choice!
healing art!
Rebel!
Here's
Rising Weapon!
Far enough!
Fury Light Gun! Lightning Thrust! Damn it, Fennec! Rising Weapon! Got you now!
Now!
Mirage!
Swallow
Lightning
Dance!
Thrust!
What's
Rising
this?
Weapon!
Here's a healing art!
In a vine, shattering
Hey, that-
pieces! You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that.
Rising Phoenix!
Roll now!
Mirage!
Where are you going?
Swallow
It's
Dance!
on!
Take below!
Will this help?
Mirage!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help?
Listen to it!
Wind Astral Energy!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Never seen anything like it. It's an authentication key. They're quite common. Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out. Let me help.
Steven, ready to go! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane!
Be still! Mirage! Not today! Be still! Rising Falcon!
Eagle Drive!
Mirage! Lightning Thrust!
I really owe you one.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Double Demon Fang!
I can carve through armor!
Eternal Devastation! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Remnants usually keep around. Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluba Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place...
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Spicy one, eh?
Bring me can't get out of this.
Wildly!
Rising Wyvern! Punch that gun out of your hand!
Got you now!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you, truly!
Eternal finish!
Be still!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Great healing sword!
Spot.
I'm all stuffed up!
Take this! Super swallow
I
dance!
can only rely on
Rising Phoenix!
Dance in the wind!
Dazzle!
Feel!
Be still! Oh! Now I'm real mad! Lightning Thrust! Rolling Snap! Be still! Swallow dance!
Where are you going?
Mirage! Now you see what I can do!
Keep you
Leave the
respect.
chargers to me!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
No
Down.
further!
Archwheel!
Dragon!
More sidekick!
Be still! Mirage!
In here!
Dazzle! Mirage! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
To action!
Everyone hanging in there?
Little help! Water, hear my call!
I'm on it! Tear you apart!
Not in your dreams! It's a duel of the arts! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Rising Wyvern! Dragon shout!
Barely a blip on our radar. Out of our way!
This should do
Hey,
it!
that... Raging Cascade! Hey, for what you did!
In the groove!
Here's evil! Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Dragon shout! Rise up!
Freeze Lancer!
Beast system!
Nothing gets by me!
Here's a healing Law, you alright? Hey, that...
Yeah, I'll be okay. Rising on it! Rolling snap! Armor won't save you! Rising Wyvern! Rolling snap!
Here's a healing arm! Dance in the wind!
Atomic sword!
Something's charged!
Thanks, Kisara! Recover! I've taken too much damage! Here goes! Ready to go!
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow dance! Take Valera! Rising
This
Wyvern!
one's mine!
Here we go!
Not in your dreams!
Double Phoenix! I'll run you through!
Just for the Now, that's my cue!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
This'll make... make us even more formidable.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Bring him down! Abort! Did it! Mission!
Whirling trouble.
Rising Falcon!
That's it! All citizens here and
Here's a
now!
healing arc.
Rip its tear!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds.
Eagle!
I'm practically This looks nice and tough.
Let me
Now
help.
you'll learn!
Thank you.
Not today!
You through!
Raging cascade. Do it.
I will...
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Will this help? Light astral energy. May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Gusty nails.
Astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Do it.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
May 1,000 gales.
Armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it up!
Be my guest!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I see what happened!
Water. Here's my toe.
Take this! It's over!
Glacial spear. Here's how you take my revenge on you.
The rebel! It's
Now. Dohalim. This way. one's got your name on it!
Action to action. Eat that! Frigid dosage!
Burn!
Let Ash Lightning descend! Thunderbolt!
We're not finished! Here I come!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're mine! Rising
Raging
Wyvern!
Storm!
Start the
Blind
right
Light!
there!
Reload!
Dance!
Reload!
Death Blossom!
Dance in
Rising
the wind!
Wyvern!
Seals!
Swallow Death!
Thunderbolt
now!
handles it!
Talon
On
Hurricane!
your knees!
It's
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Luna Blast! Back into the fray! That one's mine!
Here I come!
I'll heal you all!
Storm!
Rising Wyvern!
No, not my one!
You're on!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Looks like some solid equipment. I won't forgive you!
I'll smash you!
Megasonic Rock!
Annihilation!
We're not finished!
Do it!
Explosive ring!
Hey! Blow them away!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Left dart! Eat dirt! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Talon!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
I need to be stronger.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Searing Flame! Raging
Right!
Storm!
No further!
Here's evil!
Rising Falcon!
Blow away!
They really don't give up, do they?
Be still!
Now get the groove!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lunar
Double
Corruption! Let the
Demon Fang!
marksman handle this!
Demon Fang!
Tidal Lake!
Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix!
Here goes!
Castle!
First aid!
I owe you one.
I'm ready for the next battle.
No backing down!
Air Reflex! Where are you going? Now! This is it!
Double Demon Fang!
Pieces!
You picked the wrong fight!
Dragon
Not
Tail!
in your dreams!
Smash you!
I owe you one. We're not finished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Storm! I'm on it!
Cyan instant!
Severing Wing!
Strike!
Yeah!
Station! Mirage!
Eat this!
Lunar
Rising
corruption!
Wyvern!
Lunar
Rising
blast!
Falcon! Mirage! Down! Rising Wyvern!
Tear you to shreds!
Next!
Cyan instant! Lunar corruption!
Stardust! Rising Phoenix! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Lightning Thrust!
Can't be
Rising
slow!
Falcon!
Into the stone!
Mirage! Dazzle! Mirage!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There's always room for improvement.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Hey, that is
You was like
instant!
Rising Phoenix!
Down to the wind!
Be still!
Seal!
Rising Falcon! Clock back!
Over you through! Where you going?
Here I come!
Here's a
Lightning
star!
Blast!
Whirlwind
Here you go! Lightning condemned!
Come
Not in your dreams!
This should do it!
Lightning condemned!
Rising Wyvern! Destroying Lithosphere!
Hey, that...
Rising Wyvern!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
The enemy wields R2.
You can see that now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A whirling strike!
Double Demon Fang!
Instant! Swallow this! Now mega
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Raging
Here I come!
lightning! Downfall!
Eat this!
that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
You're done!
Ready to go!
Lightning thrust! Rising try this!
Lunar
Inferno
Power!
Void!
Dance in the wind! This one here! Photon blast! A new lead on wind! Air thrust! Light astral! Blah, blah, blah!
Wind!
Mega
Mirage!
Annihilation!
you!
Not in your dreams!
Eat dirt!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! More where that came
That's
from!
it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Now you'll learn!
I never miss!
Demon Fang! Be still!
In a bind.
Damn it, Bennett! Please run!
Now!
Rising Falcon!
Dragon
Mega Ray!
Strong. It'll split it open.
Be like it!
Far enough.
Rising up!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Managed to pull through.
Let me help!
You're mine! Severing Wind!
One more!
Rising Wind!
Thunder Field! Redo it! Dance in the wind! Clear field! I'll be still!
Rising Wind!
Here goes! Not my words!
The enemy wheels are too.
Didn't see about that!
Rising Wind! Rise up!
This world! Freeze! Let's rise to the red! Here, let me
Rising Wind!
help!
Now I'm real mad.
Ready, ready!
Rising Phoenix!
Ready to go.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Managed to pull through.
Thus our strength yet grows.
It's on.
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon! Mirage!
Creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Lightning Thrust!
Go for the weak point!
Not today!
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Cyan Instant!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
I never miss!
Now you see what I can do.
Mirage!
Far enough. Dragon
Take
Shout.
this!
Rip and tear.
Here's a healing art!
Astro Art?
That's my field!
Mirage!
Shut him down!
Rising Falcon!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Talon storm.
Dance is the wind!
Blow away.
Be still!
I'll tear you apart.
Severing Wind! Searing Gale!
Do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Looks like we won. Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria!
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Love me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
I'm on a roll! Rising Wiper!
I'm a stupid
Rising Castle! Mirage! Be still! Mirage! You're mine!
Glacial Spear! Here's Evo! Green Blazer! Far enough! Photon Blast! Raging Cascade! I'll fix you up! I never fix!
Stay away from my friend!
Healing here! I'll bring you back from this one! A whirling struggle! Magic is
You're
out!
mine!
Water, hear my call!
Be still! Stun up! Swallow guard! Sharply front!
Here's Evo! Raging Blast!
You're mine! Rising Wiper! Eat dirt!
Stay away! Here's Evo!
Roshi Fury! Ready to win! Double Demon Fang!
Light Astral Energy! Lightning Condemned! Thunderblade!
Take this!
Here, let me help!
Denied! That's right.
Mega Ray! Light Astral Energy!
Try this!
Armor won't save you!
Here goes!
Blending Flow! Rising Wiper! Flaming Thrust! Be still!
Mine!
First strike! Take it!
Will this help?
Flaming Thrust!
Shouldn't have messed with me! I'd let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
Field!
Rising Falcon!
Thunder Field! I'll bring you back from death to death.
Take this!
Now or never.
I'll be waiting for you!
Ready to go! Be still!
Lightning
Mirage!
More with that
Dance!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
I owe you one! Flaming Thrust!
Hear my call!
Rising Wiper! Turbo Dance!
Winning with
Mirage!
hatred.
Mirage!
What's this?
Rising Turtle Turret! This is looking good!
A whirling struggle! Magic is out!
Not done yet!
I'll tear you apart!
I owe you one!
Right.
Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
This situation!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
Rising Falcon! Mirage! Be still! Mirage! Be still!
He's such a good
I won't lose. Not now! Not ever!
Better! Resuscitation! Lightning! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Demon Fang!
Where are you going?
Demon Fang! They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away! Take this!
Here, let me...
Here we go again!
I'll show you just how strong my arts really are!
I've let you all down.
Swallow Blade!
You will suffer!
Lightning Aqua! Thunderblade!
These wolves, my true power!
That's bad.
Wits about you, people!
I'll be saving this one.
Megasonic thrust!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Burn!
Lightning orb!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
No further!
I'll bring you back.
Situation!
Just try and run!
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Try harder!
Burning strike!
Water,
Hear my call!
Be still!
I owe you one.
Dreams! Lightning condemned!
Be still!
Dance in the wind!
Lightning thrust! Rising to
Take this!
Dazzle! Mirage!
Lightning condemned! Spear! Here's evil! That's freaking done!
Lightning thrust! Here we go again!
Lightning condemned!
I'm on!
Annihilation!
Try harder!
Mega ray! Annihilation!
Dazzle! Mirage!
Lunar blast!
You will suffer!
Lightning raging ready to go!
First strike!
Sleep now.
The Master Core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Mirage!
Arc Seal!
Rising Phoenix!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. You don't scare me.
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now.
Dazzle!
Raging not in your dreams.
Not today!
I'll end you. Astral energy.
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again!
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to
make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Geneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
Xion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Tori. Shion. Damn it.
Orochi's Fury! Be still! Mirage! Stop! Take this! Mirage! Lightning Thrust! Dazzle! Mirage! Lightning Thrust! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! Wind! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Falcon! Great! Next! Lightning Thrust! Take the pits on! Be still! Mirage! Eat dirt! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Lightning Thrust! Orochi's Law! Dazzle! Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang! Slash! This isn't looking good! Mirage! There! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Ah!
Alvin?
Rinwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell. Where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Shine! Radiant light! No further!
Orochi's Fury!
Raging
Rising
Storm!
Wyvern!
Whoa!
Mirage! Dazzle! Pits on!
Raging
Eat
hot!
dirt!
Just back it out again!
Mirage! Be
Dance to the
still!
wind!
Mirage!
Air thrust! Photon!
Rising
Dance to the
Wyvern!
wind! Field! More for
Rising
the
Wyvern!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Mirage! Shut him down!
Field! More for the
Dragon Form!
More with that heat! Air thrust!
Dragon
Light
Swarm!
Astral Ready!
Sonic Thrust! Sword Rain Alpha!
Into
Blow away!
everlasting darkness! Negative gate! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Double Demon Fang! Swallow Blade!
Lightning
Demon
Condemn!
Fang!
Thunder!
Crush!
I'm ready!
This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Begin! Elusive can't get out of this!
Here I come!
Now!
Rising Wyvern!
A comfortable win.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home? committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think? What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
in all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law,
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Xion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Xion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.